Inappropriate relationships in law enforcement. Inappropriate relationships between law enforcement officers and victims date back decades, but have recently drawn more attention due to media exposure and growing concerns over power imbalances. These situations often develop because victims are in emotionally vulnerable states and officers hold positions of authority that can be misused, even unintentionally. A high-profile example is the case of Daniel Holtzclaw, a former Oklahoma City officer convicted in 2015 for sexually assaulting 13 African-American women. He used his authority during traffic stops to target women with criminal records, assuming they wouldn't report him. His case shook public trust and raised major concerns about abuse of power. These relationships often break the law and violate professional codes. In Holtzclaw's case, he faced charges ranging from rape to official misconduct. Legally, such actions breach victims' constitutional rights, especially due process and equal protection, and they open the door to both criminal prosecution and civil lawsuits. For his crimes, Holtzclaw was sentenced to 263 years in prison. When officers abuse their position by engaging in appropriate relationships with victims, it deeply damages public trust. These actions make people feel unsafe and betrayed by those meant to protect them. The ripple effect often results in stronger demands for transparency reform and independent oversight of police misconduct. Leadership has a duty to monitor their officers and enforce professional boundaries. When they turn a blind eye, they become part of the problem. Stronger supervision and accountability at the top levels are essential in preventing and correcting these types of unethical relationships. Media plays a major role in shining a light on these inappropriate behaviors. In many cases, public outrage triggered by media reports is what pushes departments and prosecutors to take action. It also influences how reforms are created and enforced. To prevent inappropriate relationships between law enforcement and victims, departments need to have clear and strict policies in place. First, all officers should go through ethics training that focuses on how to maintain professional boundaries with victims, especially in emotionally charged situations. There also needs to be a safe and anonymous way for people both within and outside the department to report suspicious behavior without fear of retaliation. Most importantly, when a report is made, the department should immediately take action by starting an investigation and, if necessary, place the officer on leave. Taking a quick and clear action shows the public that unethical behavior won't be tolerated and helps protect the integrity of the department.